Hi everybody. Well, it's getting into the afternoon hours. I have worked on the car some more. I tried both directions and it won't budge. I gotta get a new piston, a new caliper, and nobody has them in stock, so the car is done for a while. So I'm working on the Jeep. Now, I've been under here a little bit and I've got the filler neck off the gas tank. And what I'm about to do is attempt to siphon the gas out of the tank, because I filled it the other day. Totally filled it. So I've got this pump from Harbor Freight that somebody sent me last year, I think it was, and it's very useful. I've actually used it a few times out here in the past. And I'm going to attempt to siphon the gas out of the tank. Now I should get the flow going. Yes. And just keep it going. So I'm just going to siphon out all the gas here into 5-gallon cans, and then I can drop that tank. Well, I've managed to siphon out about 18 gallons of gas from the Jeep into 5-gallon containers. So that means I got about 3.5 5-gallon containers of gas. And now I'm going to start the gas tank removal, which hopefully shouldn't be too much of a problem. The Jeep is a pretty simple vehicle, so we'll see how it goes here. It all depends on how rusty the hoses and fittings are on the fuel lines to get that off. That's the biggest issue, is getting those fuel lines off. And once that's off, then the tank will slip right out of there easily. Well, it was raining, so I rushed around and cleaned everything up and put everything away, and now it's not raining. You can tell. Can you see the rust on there? Doesn't take much to rust that metal. So I cleaned everything up. Somebody was over here earlier. This owner of the vehicle was here earlier and brought me some Jeep parts. I've got a spare back door with good glass. I've got a spare grille, some of the interior parts, some of the exterior trim, a spare back window with an opening window, a spare cross member, the center console. He's got another one of these windows. He said it's great to swap out to have opening windows if you want, because the original windows in the Jeep don't open in the back. And I've straightened out some of the stuff and put all the spare parts. So there's a lot of cables and spare wiring harnesses and horn and engine parts and all kinds of stuff I put up in here in the back, and organized all the parts he's brought me. And I put a seat in. I cleaned the floor inside, and I put the seat in. All this after it was sprinkling. It wasn't like raining hard, it was sprinkling. So I did all this and cleaned that up. Looks a lot better. It'll look a whole lot better once I paint it. But got a passenger seat in there, so that's good. He's got the headrest he forgot to bring me. And they've got new seat covers on sale over in AutoZone for $20. This month, which I may consider doing, to get them and have them, and then put them in once the Jeep is a little bit more clean. But that's a good price. They were really nice looking sporty seat covers. But anyway, it's looking better. It's starting to look like a vehicle now. So now that I've cleaned everything up and it's starting to rain on and off, and I've only got 30 minutes left of daylight, so much for the work out here. I think I'm going to finish painting the gas tank. I'm going to clean the gas tank and paint it, and that'll be about it for the day. That'll be it. I'm going to paint that tank though before I put it in this Jeep with rubber undercoating. I'm doing the Jeep up right. I sprayed the gas tank down with brake cleaner, and then I wiped it down with a clean rag, and then I handled it with gloves only, so I didn't get any fingerprints on it. And then I put 1 can of rubberized undercoating on it so far. An entire can does half of the tank. It's not cheap stuff, but then again, it's worthwhile to protect your vehicle from rust. So with that on there, this tank will never ever see moisture, and it'll never rust on me. I put especially thick coatings on where the straps go, where the extra wear area is going to be, and especially on the seams, which is always where these rot out the most for some odd reason. That's the weak point, probably because dirt sits up on them, and moisture stays in the dirt and rots them. So now I've got to let that sit and cure for an hour, which is going to put me at after dark probably. So I'll see how it goes. I want to wait and let that properly cure though before I flip it over and do the other side. So maybe that'll be a project for tomorrow because I'm running out of daylight now. But I do want to do this Jeep up right, and the whole Jeep is going to be coated like this, inside and out and through and through. So for now, that's it. The car is on standby. I don't know what to do. That won't turn in or out. I can't get it to turn either way at all. So I'm going to go in and see if I can find parts on the internet. If I can find replacement parts for that. And I was picking at the Jeep, which I showed you already. So it's starting to look like a vehicle now. You see me instead of a Jeep. I do have all the interior on hand, so I might end up doing that. I don't know, I'm not sure. I sort of like to have that open, especially until I get the undercoating inside. I'm going to spray the rubber undercoating inside all of the body panels. That's why I liked when I saw the Jeep like this in its condition. I was happy and pleased at that, so that all I've got to do is get a can and spray in there. And in the back as well, here, of course that's fiberglass, so that's not a big deal, but all in the back body panels everywhere, everything's exposed, which is perfect for spraying. I want to spray everything and protect it. This Jeep will never rust. So the previous owner did a good job at starting on it. He cut off all the cancer and put all new floor pans in there through and through. Now, I'd asked him why he left holes in the floor, and it was to access certain points that he needed to put bolts through. So that's why he left that. So it makes sense. I might just put cover panels on some of those areas, and especially in the rear, right where the bumper and the trailer hitch bolt in was conveniently open. So to fix that, all I have to do is get in there and take the bolts out, and maybe I'll just put cover plates, screw in cover plates in there later on, and everything's getting undercoated through and through. So alright, I'm going to go in and research some parts for the poor old tired car, see if I can find something for that. Good evening everybody. It's still 52 degrees out at 7:30 at night. I'm just coming out to check out my tank. I had turned it over and done the other side, and that was maybe an hour or so ago, and it's still 52 degrees out at 7:30 at night. Crazy, amazing weather. So that's 2 complete cans of spray rubberized undercoating. Now in this light it's got a whitish film to it, which is weird. I won't be able to tell until daytime why it looks like that. But I put the 2 cans on and I left time in between as the instructions say. It's got a weird whitish look. I don't know if it's because of temperature or what, but I tried to do a good job. Again, I won't be able to tell till tomorrow, but I can smell it still curing. I don't know if maybe the humidity in the air is high as maybe it's white. Maybe why. But I wanted to finish it and let it cure tonight, because this is Saturday and I wanted it done because I don't work on Sunday. So Once that's cured after a little bit longer, I'll put it out of the weather for the night. And that'll be it till Monday.